Hello class, here's another example of linear active versus multi-active cultures. Two small groups of tourists, one consisting of 4 Germans and the other of 3 French people, were visiting the aviary at the same time as I was. After making their calculations, the Germans decided to devote 100 minutes to the visit. Consequently, they spent 1 minute in each cage. 1 German reads the captions, 1 took photographs, 1 videoed, and another opened and closed the doors. I followed happily in their wake. The 3 French people began their tour a few minutes later than the Germans, but soon caught up with them as they galloped through the cages containing smaller birds. As the French made a lot of noise and generally got in the way, the Germans were relieved when the French rushed on ahead towards the more exciting cages. The steady German progress continued through cages 1 through 15. Cage 16 contained the owls, which were the most interesting. There they found the French tourists again. They had occupied the cage for 5 minutes. They filmed the owls from every angle while the Germans waited their turn. When the French eventually rushed out, the Germans were 5 minutes behind schedule. Later on, the French stayed so long with the eagles in cage 62 that the Germans had to bypass them and come back to see the eagles later. They were furious at this forced departure from their linear progression and eventually finished their visit half an hour late. By then, the French had departed, having seen all that they were interested in. The Germans, like the Swiss, are very high on the linear active scale since they attach great importance to analyzing a project and dividing it into linear segments until they achieve near-perfect results. They are uneasy with the people who do not work like they do, such as the French in this case. How can these types of cultural differences impact the way people do business?